Michigan wins the whole thing, and they just keep cooking in the portal. On threes, Joe Tipton is now predicting that the Wolverines will land 7'2" Cincinnati transfer Moustapha Thiam, and this could be massive. You see, Michigan's coming off their second national championship, 37-3 overall on the season. Big Ten regular season champs, the whole nine. I mean, I don't need to explain it all to you. You watched last basketball season. Coach Dusty May didn't even get a full week to celebrate before he started jumping into the transfer portal and adding new guys. They already landed J.P. Estrella after Tennessee. They've been hot after Juke Harris as well, but Estrella, 6'11" forward who can score and stretch the floor a little, but they've been quiet since then until now, as Michigan is being considered by many as the favorite to land Thiam. The big fella's already been to St. John's, and on Monday, yesterday, he was on campus in Ann Arbor for an official visit. With the way Mays developed bigs the last couple of years, this seems like a no-brainer for the Cincinnati transfer. Other schools like Michigan State, Kansas, UConn, they're all sniffing around here too, but this feels like momentum is swinging Michigan's way pretty hard. Here's the big question right now off the bat. Is Moustapha Thiam the game-changing addition that keeps Michigan as the clear favorites to repeat as national championship picks, or are we overhyping a solid but not elite portal pickup? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on Moustapha Thiam. For those who haven't dug into the tape or maybe watched Thiam a whole lot, Thiam is a 7'2", 250-pound sophomore out of Senegal who started 31 games for Cincinnati this past season, averaged 12.8 points per game, a career high, 7.1 rebounds, also a career high, and 1.6 blocks per game, shooting 52.5% from the field. He had 9 double-doubles, 21 games in double figures scoring. As a freshman 2 years ago, he was blocking over 2.6 shots a night. He is the number 13 overall player in the portal and number 3 center in his NIL evaluation, sitting at about 1.8 million, but I can guarantee you he is making far more than that at Michigan. This isn't some project. This is a plug and play type of guy with 2 years of eligibility left, right? So what does this actually mean for the Michigan roster next season? Look, they lost some guys, nothing substantial into the portal, right? If we're just talking about the portal, you lost winner Grady, you lost the center Malik Cordell, both bounced over there to Minnesota. So Minnesota trying to build Michigan light a little bit over there. So that left a hole in the front court depth if they want to keep that championship identity, the physical, switchable, rim protecting. Thiam and Estrella together give you exactly that. They've got length, athleticism, and guys who can finish at the rim. Thiam's got soft hands. He can catch lobs and pick and rolls, and that's very enticing to one Elliot Cadeau, who ran those pick and rolls very well with Mara last season, especially in the NCAA tournament. And he can step out. Obviously, Cadeau can step out and knock down the occasional three when needed to, which makes him coming off the pick and rolls just that much more dangerous. It makes total sense that Michigan has the best odds on FanDuel to win the NCAA men's basketball national championship next season at plus 600 odds. The next closest is Duke at plus 850, and I think the next one after that is like UConn at plus 1200. So they're sitting here with great odds, and obviously they're the favorite. This addition would only help strengthen that. Dusty May has proven he knows how to coach these big men up. Thiam's already got starter minutes and production under his belt, so the learning curve isn't steep. His floor is basically what he did at Cincinnati. Solid double-double threat who protects the paint and alters shots every night. Under May, with better spacing and better teammates around him, his ceiling could be all Big Ten. That's the kind of addition that doesn't just fill a gap, it upgrades the whole group. If you're a Michigan fan loving this kind of positive transfer news for the defending champs, go ahead, let us know by hitting that like button right now. Lets us know that you are excited about this addition to possibly happen here as it's been predicted. It helps us grow more honest Big Ten breakdowns like this. Now let's talk about the NBA decisions because that's the elephant in the room, right? Aday Mara and Morez Johnson Jr. are both weighing their options right now. Mara's stock has blown up after the tournament run. He's popping up in first round mocks, even some lottery chatter for him as well by some. A lot of people expect him to go pro. Morez is in that late first round conversation. If Mara leaves, then most signs point that this is the way. Thiam is almost a seamless replacement in terms of size and defensive impact, and same 7 foot plus, length that they had with Mara. So same rim protection, DNA, things like that. But Thiam's been a full-time starter already, so he does bring more development and everything with him to Michigan than what Aday Mara already had, which is like, that's crazy. How do you get more than what Mara had? Even if one or both of these guys come back, adding Thiam makes this front court much deeper to have him there. You've got veterans, length, and guys who can play 30 plus minutes without gassing out. It wears teams down over a long season. Michigan wouldn't just be reloading, they would be reloading with proven portal talent on top of their championship core. Thiam's floor, the 12.8 and 7.1 with elite shot blocking, and he's still got room to grow into a first rounder himself under May. If he can somehow flip predictions, if Dusty May can somehow flip predictions for Juke Harris to come back to Michigan instead, then you have him on the wing, and suddenly the defending champs look like the no doubt favorites again. We'll see what things play out as once Duke, probably finally gets John Blackwell and maybe some other stuff. I still think Michigan will be the favorites, but you would really see a gap, kind of like what we're seeing now, if they were able to get somebody like Juke Harris. Nothing's official until he signs, but when a top 15 portal player guy who was also considering the boys out in East Lansing shows up on Michigan's campus right after a title, programs like Michigan have the pitch already, championship pedigree, NIL money, development track record, just feels like a fit. And this guy feels like the guy who Dusty May can take that was a good player at Cincinnati and make him into an elite player at Michigan. If Michigan lands Thiam, then they're set up to make another deep run next season. Do not count the Wolverines out. The front court is loaded. Their title defense mode is activated. What do you think? Is he the perfect Mara replacement? Drop your take in the comments. If you love Big Ten basketball breakdowns like this one, go ahead, subscribe to the Big Ten Huddle, hit the like button, and go watch our other content, Big Ten basketball, Big Ten football content with me and Zach out there. You guys will love it. So appreciate you watching.